Hey guys, Bryony here from Accelerate. If you're like me, the most annoying thing when you're camping is having to walk with your bucket over to the camp kitchen and do your dishes when you're off grid. We've got the solution for you. We have got a dishwasher in a caravan, so come and check it out. So what we used to have in this section here was a sort of cupboard, drawer and drawer down here. We have removed them totally, so we have lost some storage. We're in a 23-foot base station, so it wasn't a huge issue. You will need to consider that one. It is a 240 volt dishwasher, so it is designed to work on house power. So we're going to talk about how we actually run it, but it is something that we actually just picked up off eBay. I will drop the link below so that way you can have the information, but you really need to measure your caravan and see where it's going to fit and if it is going to work for you. It's not something caravan manufacturers really encourage because there's extra water and pipes and that sort of thing there, and they're concerned about leaking and warranty. But if you install it properly, we have had it in here for a couple of years and haven't had any sort of issues with it. So the brand is Devanti, D-E-V-A-N-T-I, and I'm going to show you inside because it is nice and big and surprises people with how much we can actually fit in here. So standard dishwasher like at home, it's an 8-place setting. So I've got in there 6 big plates, 6, once I put these 2 in, small plates, 6 bowls. I've chucked a saucepan in here just to show you that would be where your 8th, 7th and 8th setting with. And you've also got the top drawer, so you can fit a stack of cups around here. You've got a little cutlery tray here, and then I usually just tuck like utensils and that sort of thing in there as well. So we generally find that we are doing a cycle every 2 meals. So we might do breakfast and lunch, chuck it on, and then we'll do dinner, breakfast the next day, chuck it on. That's sort of what works for us. We do try and aim to only run it once a day. It is quite power hungry. Twice a day, then Andrew might be, worrying that we're going to run out of power. He is very worrywart like that. But yeah, that's basically what it looks like inside. We use just normal dishwasher tablets, pop it into there, close it all up, and then when you power it on, when we're off grid, so we're not connected to 240 volt mains power, we always use it on the eco setting. So that is my understanding is it basically drops that final drying setting, because heating it up and drying is what will really majorly churn the battery. So when you're plugged into 240 volt power, you are totally fine to use it on any of the other settings. So some of the stats that I can give you on it, it uses 9.2 litres per wash. So it's not much at all really. When you've got 180 litres worth of water and that sort of thing in here, it's probably a lot less than doing, 4 loads of dishes in your kitchen sink. It is drawing 13 to 1600 is the wattage on that one. So we have used in this caravan, we've tested it with a 2000 watt EnerDrive transfer inverter and a 2600 watt EnerDrive transfer inverter. Both work perfectly fine, and we've got those to run the AC and that sort of thing as well. So the other components that we have in here to get it all to work, so we've got lithium batteries. So you could either use one good lithium battery, or you could have 2 smaller AGM batteries if you wanted to. You could run it off that. The key piece that you have to have, as this is a house appliance, a 240 volt appliance, is an inverter. So that's what I was saying, is we've got the 2000 or the 2600 watt EnerDrive inverter. So what that inverter is doing is taking the 12 volt power that is stored in your battery, and it's converting it to be able to run a 240 volt household appliance. So that allows us to run the dishwasher, use all of our outlets in the caravan, like our GPO outlets, so we can plug a toaster, plug a kettle in, and that all works. You then also need some way of charging your batteries back up. So in this instance, we've got solar. So we've got a lot of solar on the roof of the caravan, and that is putting power back into our batteries after we've depleted them. Other common ways are just charging it while you're driving, or if you're at a caravan park and have access to a 240 volt power, you can plug it in and top up your batteries. But that also then gives you the function of just running it on normal cycles, not eco cycles, and that sort of thing. So that's a really simple system of what you would need to make it all run. So getting things running off grid is totally our jam at Accelerate. In this caravan, we run our AC system, a dishwasher, a microwave, kettles, toasters, hair straighteners, hair dryers. You can run CPAP machines, you name it. If it's a 240 volt house appliance, we will get it running off grid in your caravan for us. So if you want any more information about getting your caravan off grid ready, check out this video here. It's a full understanding of a Jayco and how to get it off grid for camping. YouTube reckons you should watch this video down here. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below.